guys? Welcome to a brand new episode of Chillin with Dylan. Today I'm joined by none other than... This is the part where you say Gamerboy Aidan.
Gamerboy Aidan?
Yes, that is correct, guys. We are joined by my friend Aidan. Link to his channel will be in the description down below if you want to go check him out. Aidan, what type of stuff do you make?
I make gaming highlights, and I've been making a lot of commentaries recently.
Say what it.
No.
Say it like it is.
Funny moments.
They are funny moments. Embrace it. Don't be ashamed of it.
I hate that word though. I like the word
it's
highlights.
It's a part of who you are. Okay, now we gotta jump into this. We gotta jump into this story because not only do we have this story, we have like a list of things to talk about afterwards. So,
yeah.
Hold on. Is it still here? Yep, it is. Okay. Alright, so, once again, Huffington Post is a god among men. Honestly, I know a lot of people don't like Huffington Post, but I absolutely love them because they have an entire section dedicated to a news story. Someday, you guys should just go on there and just, like, scroll through because there's so much weird crap on there. Okay, so, this is from August 8th. Man accused of peeing on family at Metallica concert. Alright. Dude, the first line in the entire story is, we're banging our heads over this one. See, that's one reason why I also love Huffington Post. It just gets straight to the point. They don't even care. Alright. A New Mexico man is facing charges of disorderly conduct and indecent exposure after he allegedly peed on a family at Friday's Metallica concert in Glendale, Arizona. This is not his name. There's no way this is... His name is Daniel Daddio. Alright. Daniel Daddio, 44, of Albuquerque. Where does he live? They said he's lived in like 3 different places already. Alright. Daniel Daddio, 44, of Albuquerque, was arrested after a family of 3 to the employees at the University of Phoenix Stadium. Alright, wait, listen to how they describe this. Felt warm liquid washing over their backs and legs. The father who was... Hold on, I think there's a video. Is there? Yes, of course there is. It's only 30 seconds. We'll watch it in a sec. The father, who was attending the show with his wife and 10-year-old daughter, told police when he turned around, he saw the suspect holding his genitals. Police said the father confronted Daddio, who allegedly just shrugged. He just shrugged. He's like, hey, why are you peeing on me? I don't know, because I feel like it. What are you going to do? State troopers were called onto the scene. They questioned Daddy. I can't call him that. I'm sorry. I'm going to call him Daniel. You can't take a guy seriously named Daddio, who denied peeing on the family. He was arrested around 9:40 p.m. Police said his ticket was located right behind the family. They also noted he seemed intoxicated. Really? Who knew? Shocking, dude. I had no idea. Oh, God. Wait. Okay. Listen to what the judge said. He said, I have to say, in the 15 years I've been on the bench, this is, no doubt, one of the most disgusting scenarios I've ever read. In any event. Ever. Really inappropriate. Daddio's next scheduled court date is August 18th. That is 3 days from now. Oh my god. I'm going to get an update on this, but we got to watch the video.
How do you defend something like that? Like, is the lawyer...
You just shrug. You just say, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. Alright. Oh, did they get footage of the actual thing happening? No.
Oh, wow.
I don't think they did. Oh, I think this is an ad. Yeah, okay, an ad's playing. Oh no, I don't want to look at the ad. Don't do that. Just play the ad. Okay, it's 26 seconds. So wait a second. Why? See, I don't understand why it says man accused of peeing. Like...
Accused. He allegedly did it.
Alleged peer. Wouldn't you see the pee on the ground? And, I mean, if he was intoxicated, like, you already know the answer, whether or not he's, you know, actually telling the truth. Alright. Okay, the ad's over. Now. Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Alright.
Songs enter Sandman, but at Metallica's recent concert in
Wait.
Glendale, it was more...
Aidan, did you just hear what song they were playing?
Sandman.
Enter Sandman. Oliver, if you're listening to this, guys, if you don't, if you don't know, our friend Oliver, or my cousin Oliver, he made a parody back in like September called Enter Layerman, and now it's like a huge meme. I'm pretty sure he talked about it on his podcast. Oliver, the man peed because of you. It's all because of you, Oliver.
Top songs.
Oh my God, play.
Enter Sandman, but at Metallica's recent concert in Glendale, it was more like Enter Policeman. Cops say Daniel DiDio urinated on a family of 3 in front of him, including a 10-year-old girl. And only tonight we're hearing the scolding the judge just gave him in court.
I have to say, in the 15 years I've been on the bench, this is one of the most disgusting scenarios I've ever read. I don't know if you were just completely, I don't want to use the word, I'll just say drunk.
What other word could you have used?
And I don't know if you even know what you did.
Intoxicated.
As you heard from the judge, no
That's
shocker
a more
here.
polite
Police
word.
say DiDio was heavily intoxicated.
And that's how it ends. Alright. Okay, so. We are not done. This is only the beginning. So that is man accused of peeing at Metallica concert. Now, we are only... Hold on. I need to go to my history so I can try to freaking get back there. What we are about to see next, I haven't actually looked at it yet. It's not a news story, but it's on the actual website of Huffington Post. So,
I'd like to imagine that girl coming back to school after the summer, being like, "Hey, little Sally, what'd you do over the summer?"
I got peed on by Daniel Daddio.
I can't even say it with a straight face.
Okay, alright. So I was scrolling through this. I was reading it earlier on the bus. And I see at the bottom, Florida poopers. And I was like, okay, what is Florida poopers? And I see a picture of a fat old guy who looks depressed. So I clicked on it. It's a list of poop-related stories in Florida. Okay, so, first off, we got Robert Predmore. Hold on. Alright. Aidan, I gotta send you this. I gotta send you this picture. This is the fat, depressed old guy. Okay, so wait, let me read what he did. Robert Predmore was arrested in September 2015 after he allegedly broke into a bar and then pooped everywhere. Okay, alright, where are you? Discord. Okay. You gotta look at this guy. This guy, there's so many questions I have for this man. Alright.
Oh my goodness.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
He looks like
You can see the death in his eyes.
He just doesn't care anymore. You can just see that he's lost all hope. Alright, I'm gonna put that in the podcast. Let's see. I'm trying to find another good one. I'm scrolling through. There are way too many poop-related stories in the past 3 years. There's something wrong in Florida. I mean, Florida's screwed up anyways. It's a bunch of weird crap. No! Oh, God! What? Okay. Gregory Matthew Bruni, 21, became a pooping legend of sorts in January 2013 when he allegedly climbed naked onto a family's home in North Fort Myers and jumped onto the homeowner. He then allegedly ran inside the house, knocking down a TV and spilling the contents of a vacuum on the floor, which he later drank. What? Okay. It's just chaos. Bruni is accused of pooping in 2 spots on the floor, but not before masturbating in the living room and rubbing clothes belonging to the residents on his face. Jesus Christ. It's just chaos. This guy just like invaded the house and just started doing a bunch of weird crap. Oh God. Wait, okay, this one's also really good. Brenda Schumann. In January 2013, police in Vero Beach arrested Brenda Schumann, 51, after she allegedly defecated and urinated on the floor of her home after discovering her husband in bed with another woman. She later told the deputy, "I found him in bed with a naked chick. What was I supposed to do?" Well, that's the first thing I do. I just poop everywhere, dude. Whenever I see something like that going on, just let loose. Oh, God. I love Florida. Florida's honestly, like, the best state. If I could live in Florida, I would. Just
her emotional baggage
so
went through the wrong tube.
Crazy people there. Like, 90% of these weird news stories take place in Florida. 90% of them. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the air. I don't know. Maybe it's the heat. Alright.
Maybe it's the chemicals in the water.
That turned the freaking frogs gay. Alright, so Aidan, are you ready for the tables have turned. It's your turn now. So
it's my turn.
What is your history with gaming? I was doing a little ASMR there.
Alright, my history with gaming, where do I start? My dad, he had an NES from when he was a kid. I just kind of played that until he got me a PS2. And then,
I love the PS2.
Yeah, it's awesome. I played a lot of SpongeBob, a lot of Scarface, and some, what's that other game called? Shoot, I can't remember it. San Andreas, that's what it's called. GTA.
That game's like a meme now.
It is. I'll have 2 number 9s, and I also, and eventually, I was really into gaming and all that, but not really too much. Not to really call myself a gamer.
Mother of God, I hate that word. I hate that word so much. It just sounds bad saying it. Just like it leaves a bad taste in your mouth.
Yeah.
Gamer. It's like
And then after that, I got super interested in the Wii and all that, and I played a lot of Wii. It was really fun, I have to say. Wii Sports used to be one of my favorite games to play.
Heck yeah.
And Smash Bros. This is the crap. I remember I would invite friends over for my birthday, and we just have like Smash Bros. Tournaments with messed up brackets. And eventually, I played some Twilight Princess. I got really into that. That was a pretty good start. And then I saw this commercial on the television, the big old flat screen television in the living room. And
you had a flat screen back then? Really?
Yeah.
I highly doubt that. What year is this?
Like 2010 or 11ish.
Oh, okay. I forgot you're younger than me.
Everybody else in the house had a fat screen though.
Yeah, dude, I had a flat screen TV until 2011.
And then
dude, we're so behind. We just not got Blu-rays like a year and a half ago.
I just used the Xbox One because apparently it has like built-in Blu-rays.
Yeah, Blu-ray. E.
And eventually,
it's like the knockoff version.
DVD. DVDs are still awesome, man. I have to say.
I don't know, dude. I watched the DVD recently. The quality, like, you can definitely tell the difference now. Like back in the day, you would never know, but now that we have Blu-rays, it's like, oh.
Got like 4K crap and all that.
Yeah.
And I saw a commercial for this really cool-looking controller, for this really cool-looking console, and with this really
cool-looking console. What was it called? Was it called the Xbox? Because it probably is.
It's called the Xbox 360.
Yeah, there we go.
The most futuristic controller, the most futuristic-looking console.
Xbox 360.
Did I remember that the offset thumbsticks was what got me? I thought, this is the console of the future, Mom and Dad. I'm gonna be the coolest kid at school. And then I tell all my friends that I got an Xbox 360, and they're like, "You wanna play online?" And then I'm like, "You could hook up the internet to this thing?" And
you gotta pay for it.
Gotta pay for it. And so I got internet, and then I was really confused and all that when I had to pay for it. And so eventually I did pay for it. I played some Assassin's Creed. I think 3 maybe. Online.
That was a good one.
Yeah. And I played it, and it was a lot of fun, I have to say. And then I figured out that, whoa, Call of Duty is online. And so I played some Call of Duty Black Ops. I only played the zombies mode though, because I was really bad at multiplayer. And I also kind of hated zombies mode.
I suck at Call of Duty multiplayer. I am awful. To be fair, I've only played Modern Warfare 2, but I am the worst player of all time.
And
it's so fast.
And eventually I played it a lot. I Halo 3, which I thought was broken, like the disc was broken, and so I refunded it. Bad decision because it turns out I didn't have space on my Xbox for it, and because I didn't, the concept of space on an Xbox was insane to my little brain. It was like, whoa, what's this? It says error right next to it. It's a bad game. And then I got a new copy. Still said error. I just quit the game entirely. And
Dude, they just did not want you to play Halo. Like, you were not destined to play Halo.
I'm just not destined to be a Halo player. I probably would have, like, Halo 4, Halo 5, Master Chief Collection, if Halo 3 never said error next to it. And
People say that one event can make a whole other line of events happen, so.
yeah. And so I played a lot of that, and this Xbox One came out. I got it, like, the Christmas that wasn't too far away from it, and I remember how I begged my parents for it, and they were like, I don't know, it's $500.
Oh, no.
And eventually I got an Xbox One, and I instantly was able to get online. I played with a lot of friends. I got hyped for a lot of games on Xbox One. Xbox One, which I still have, that's like the time when I really started to get into gaming and all that. Like, I started, and Xbox One, I quit all my sporting activities just for that, and I have to say it was really fun and all that, and eventually, as I said, I got hyped for a lot of games and all that. I remember when Grand Theft Auto 5 was coming out for the Xbox One. I remember how hyped I was or whatever, because I was like, whoa, first person, which turned out to be a load of crap, because first person on Grand Theft Auto should never exist in the first place.
Is it bad? I've actually never played it.
Dude, it's awful. It's like imagine the advantages of third person, but none of them. Because with third person, you can see in a more general direction. And let's say you're hiding behind a car, right? Like, you're crouched behind a car. How do you know that there's nobody behind that car and all that? It's like third person at that point was pretty much like being a big dumb hacker. You could see behind the car. And
like Watch Dogs. Watch Dogs, dude. Watch Dogs is like the closest I'll ever get to GTA. I remember, because over the summer it went free, and me and my group of friends went through like a huge phase where we just played that constantly, and I was never allowed to get GTA, and I am now, but I think GTA 5 is like, it's so like dead right now, like there's no point in really getting it. So that was like the closest I'll ever get to GTA, and there is like first person mode option when you're in the car, and I can see what you're saying, like it's really bad.
And then I got a PC eventually, and it was really fun. After that moment, I've barely ever gone back to Xbox One. I've only gone back for Friday the 13th, because Xbox One is way more social than PC is. Like on CS:GO, every time I log on, I'll only one out of every 10
True words
game,
have never been spoken.
1 out of every 10 CS:GO game, I'll find one friend that'll play one CS:GO game, and then they don't play with me anymore. And the only time I've ever been social, normally on CS:GO, would be like surfing and all that, and I like to play the competitive more than surf.
To be honest, I kind of disagree with that in to a degree, because like I don't really think the Xbox One is more social than PC. I think they're both like equally as unsocial, because like I know from experience, because I'll go in matches all the time and I'll like try to meet people. I'll be like just talking and crap, and nobody talks anymore. Like I remember back in Halo Reach and Halo 3, people would be trash talking to each other before the matches started and crap, but now nobody talks. And yeah, I mean, I would be a PC gamer, dude. Like honestly, I want to, but like Halo's the only reason, and now that's going to PC. The next game is going to be on PC, so I don't even know if I'll still need an Xbox after like Gold Squad.
Yeah, hopefully they have a Forge mode. It'd probably be a lot better on PC, the Forge mode, because you got the mouse. It'll be
the Halo 5 like PC Forge mode that they have is actually really good.
Yeah. And what was I saying? I was saying like Xbox One. Oh yeah, how I'm a PC gamer now, and I really love the games that are for PC. It's like a thing. Like, imagine if you had every single game from like your childhood and forward on one system, and instead of having to plug up the old PS2 from the attic. That's pretty much what it's like for PC, for me at least. I'm not some PC elitist or whatever that buys the biggest and newest Titan X or something. I got a good PC. It could run a variety of games. The most I've ever seen it run would probably be Saints Row 4, about like 30 frames a second.
I only really play a few games on the PC, so I don't really know what's good or not.
Yeah.
Freaking World of Warcraft, and like, I actually don't think I play any other games than that on PC. That really tells you a lot about the modern gaming industry. Hold on, actually, no, I'd probably play some other games. Let me look at my Steam playlist. Here, I'll look at games played in. Hold on, I just want to look. Okay, recent activity, Trove. On July 19th. Revelations 2012. July 14th. Revelations 2012. Oh my god. Guys, if you don't know, me and Aidan played the worst game of all time back in like almost a month. It was like a month ago.
I've been working on a review and all that, but I'm trying to rely on people for the
he's
stuff
taking a while.
I need. Yeah,
it's like 16 minutes, so it'll be good.
It'll be good.
What other games? Payday 2, I haven't played in months. I really don't play many PC games, and I only really play Halo 5 on Xbox, so. Freaking gaming nowadays, dude. What happened? Jesus.
I don't know. I remember I would go on a Call of Duty Ghosts match, and they would have a bunch of people being all like, oh my goodness, what a damn.
Dude, people used to talk all the time back in those days.
Yeah, the best place to actually talk in gaming would definitely most likely be Friday the 13th, the game. It is the most social game I've played in the last 2 years.
I want to get it so badly, dude. I want to get it so badly.
It's so much fun. That's probably the game. Dude, I remember when I saw the Kickstarter for summer camp before it went to Friday the 13th. I remember how hyped I was, and I remember I begged my parents to donate or whatever, and I never did get them to donate, but it would have been part of history, man.
Yeah. All right, so
and
now on to the next question. What is your YouTube story?
Alright, my YouTube story. It originally started with it's a little guy named Tobuscus. I watched a bunch of him.
Everybody started from Tobuscus, dude. Oh my god.
Tobuscus, Skyda's Minecraft. They actually got me into Minecraft and all that.
Yeesh. Dude, Skyda's Minecraft and Tobuscus were like 2013 in a nutshell for me.
Yeah. On my YouTube history, a lot of it came from them. Smosh. That was a really good one. Yeah.
Back when it was just Ian and Anthony. Now Anthony's gone.
Yeah, Anthony's gone. I remember I thought it was like a late April Fool's prank or something. Like, ha ha. And,
good meme.
And, what else? They all really inspired me and all that, to the point where I would sit down and play Assassin's Creed 3. And I would have all my friends in the party. And I would, I really don't want to say it. So I would
say it.
I would pretty much do a let's play, but they can't see anything. I would make all the Tobuscus voices and all that. Like, I'd be like, come here, Hoshi. Hoshi, why don't you come over here? I forget how he does his voices.
God dang it was like the big thing.
God dang it.
Yeah. And dude, my old Happy Wheels let's plays are like Tobuscus in a nutshell.
And, what else? Skyda's Minecraft. I didn't do the same thing on Minecraft because I didn't know about servers and all that, and I didn't know about Skype and Discord. They were all mythical things floating in the galaxy. Well, Discord wasn't
exactly a thing yet, so.
It wasn't exactly a thing.
It's like new.
And I remember I played a lot of crappy Flash games on my PC that I would see Let's Players play. like what's that one game? Like There Is No Game, I think it's called.
There is
Happy
no...
Wheels. It's just a common, or like a narrator being like, there is no game. You cannot play, and you're supposed to fight back and eventually find the game. And let's players they kind of shifted me into this direction of where I am now with Roblox being a big part of it. No talking, just typing. Roblox, because there was a record feature on it, and with all the record features, I made like 3 different videos a day because I would get babysat by my grandma, and my grandma, she has like a little bit of like a babysitting business or something, and so other kids there, they would bring their laptops, and we'd all have like, I don't know what to call them, like Roblox LAN parties, and
Holy mother of God.
and then Wizard 101, that kind of stuff. Wizard 101 99% of the time.
Oh,
and
dude. I love Wizard 101 so much.
I should have
I'd go
talked
back.
about it earlier.
You should have, yeah. I'd go
All
back
right.
to that in a heartbeat, dude.
And then I remember I played Pirate 101 for the first time on my friend's computer, and
See, in my
I was
opinion,
so mad. I
Wizard
was like,
101
"Ugh,
is way better than Pirate 101.
Pirate 101. You could just tell that they were just all like,
Let's do what we did that one time, but with pirates.
and almost different gameplay.
Yeah. Barely.
And I remember I got Bandicam at one point, and I think I made some videos on there.
Yeah.
Little Bandicam, or not even little, huge Bandicam watermark up on the top.
I used Bandicam for a while.
Dude, Bandicam was awesome. Just because the fact that I'm pretty sure OBS came after Bandicam, and so that was like the only way to record stuff. And I would make Powtoons, which are like animated PowerPoints. I got the idea from my 5th grade teacher, and she used Powtoon or whatever. I remember I thought it was so cool. I gotta try this out, and I tried it out. I made a bunch of Powtoons, and there's this feature on the Xbox One called Upload Studio. And around that time that I found out about Upload Studio, Leafy Is Here had come out, and Upload Studio had a commentary feature. And so logically, I made commentaries for a good amount of time. 99% of them are still up. Dude, I remember how I thought I was so... Don't mind that. I remember how I thought it was so cool jumping on the commentary bandwagon, being like, guys, I'm one of the pioneers of commentaries. Look at me at school and all that. And then eventually I got an Elgato HD60, and that was... It's a really good capture card, I have to say. And I played a lot of games for YouTube on that, and then eventually I got OBS on my computer, and I recorded a bunch of videos. Still use OBS till this day, and then I got into this thing called it sounded really cool. It was called the Young Animators Club. And I joined it, and it was awful. But to me, I was so like, to me it was really cool because of the fact that I get to meet people. But I had to become an animator first, so I made some animations. Well, I found out about the Young Animators Club after I made all the solo animated crap or whatever. And one of the rules were you have to be a full animation channel. And so I made 2 different animation channels, one called Aidan Animations, another one Aidan Animations, both copyright claimed, never knew why. And then I eventually got a stay as one called the Zaptimations. And when I got stays, it was really fun being in it and all that. And then I realized this kind of sucks as it went on because it literally only favored the people with the most subscribers, and it was just a sub for sub community as what I wanted to discover it as, because everybody was like, "Hey man, you should sub to my channel. I make really cool animations." And I would sub to so many different channels or whatever, not even asking for a sub back, because I thought it was like a cool little community favor to do.
Yeah.
And eventually, I abandoned the Zaptimations channel because I got tired of how tedious making animations were. But I made some friends along the way. One being Mr. Smiley, and another one being Invasion of the Dogs. Invasion of the Dogs and Mr. Smiley both. I'm pretty chill with them till this day. And after I did all that, I moved on to my gaming channel and all that. Where was I? Oh yeah, Invasion of the Dogs. I still chill with them today and all that, and they're really fun to hang out with. I play video games with them. And then Mr. Smiley, he made some poses for me for my channel, and I still use them till this day. And
I still use them.
Yeah, I still use them. And then Jam Jimmers, she has helped out pretty well with my channel. She made the profile picture that
She's
that
like
is on my
the
channel.
universal artist.
I know.
She helps everybody.
Dude, she's so nice and she makes really good art. You've told me about your awful songs you've made. Can you make me something? And you didn't know what the word melody meant, and so I was all like, "Here's what the melody is," and you were like, "Nah, I don't really like it. It's too simple. Maybe add in some more sound effects in the background."
Well, okay. Was I asking for the Gold Squad theme? What was I asking for? Because that
Gold
was a
Squad
long time.
theme. Because Oliver, I'm pretty sure Oliver told you that I play piano.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It was just I wanted something a little more like I don't know what I wanted, but I like what we got.
Yeah. Alright.
So is that your YouTube story?
Yeah, that's pretty much my whole YouTube story.
I'm gonna finish this off with a little life update. So, if you guys remember, like 2 or 3 weeks ago, in episode 2, I was talking about how my armrests were broken and how I would glue it. It is about 2.5 weeks later, and they're still broken.
Did you glue it?
No, I keep procrastinating on it, and it's getting ridiculous. Like, my entire freaking chair is, like, falling apart now, and whenever I sit down, I have to, like, be really careful, because, like, I can knock one of these off, and then if I put my arm down, they get, like, stabbed by nails. It's pretty intense. Also...
Is it a wooden chair, or a...
I think so. It's, like, I don't know what it is, but... Also, another little thing, I want to mention this, because I thought this was pretty weird. So, ASMR. I used to be really into ASMR, like a year and a half ago. But I was like, nah, I'm not a fan anymore. It's too creepy for me. But I found a new form of entertainment that gets me to fall asleep. Guess what that is?
Podcast.
No.
Chillin with Dylan.
No. That is a podcast.
It's a guest pod. Yeah, it's a
That's, yeah.
It's an interviewing podcast.
Interview. Bingo, that's the word, interview. I have become obsessed with interviews. I don't know what it is, but this particular interview, go to YouTube right now. I want anybody that's listening right now, go to YouTube, search up Steve Zahn interview. And no, Steve Zahn oral history interview. And it's like an hour and 15 minutes long or something. I watched that interview 3 times over in 3 nights in a row to get me to fall asleep, and still I have absolutely no idea what they're talking about. But that is like my new ASMR. Steve Zahn interviews are like the best, dude. I don't know why, but I just like fall asleep like in the snap of a finger. Like any interview with like a celebrity, you always have to go to the ones at the private screenings, because they're always like in a black room where like there isn't an audience in like the foreground, so it's just them, and they always have like these really high def mics, so you can just like freaking you just fall asleep listening to that. But yeah, that's my new thing, falling asleep to interviews. Try it, guys, try it. It's actually really good.
I looked up Steve Zahn, and he looks very close to...
He plays Bad Ape in War for the Planet of the Apes.
He does, doesn't he?
Do you see the interview I'm talking about, though? The one that's like an air... Like
I see a 4 minute 51.
No, search up Steve's.
Oh, I found it.
Yeah.
Oral history. And
It's like an
abuse.
hour and 15 minutes long, dude. That one
Hour
I
and
watched
17.
3 times in a row. It's so good. But yeah, guys, that's it for. Oh, God, I almost forgot to mention. This was set in stone like 2 weeks ago, but it is now official that the looping fire GIF is not going to happen.
You hyped it up.
Yeah. So the looping fire GIF that I mentioned in the first episode, here's what we came to. First of all, it's like physically impossible. Well, she said that she could do it, but first of all, it wouldn't be the original picture. Like, she wouldn't be able to animate the picture that we have now, and that's what I wanted. So also, if she were to do it, she would have to do it frame by frame, and imagine me editing that over and over again. That would take years
That'd
of
be
editing.
like a
That would.
GIF.
No, like, she can't like actually make it to where like it's not frame by frame, so I would have to add in each frame over and over and over again, and it would just it wasn't worth it in my opinion. It's a podcast. We don't need something visual.
Alright, Dylan, I'm gonna ask you a question about it real quick. I was gonna ask you after, but it might make sense to some people who probably scream at their microphone, or not their microphone, their screen out and be like, Dylan, why don't you just put all the frames into one, I don't know, Sony Vegas, or Adobe Premiere, that's what you use.
Yeah, I
Adobe
use it.
Premiere, put it frame by frame in an Adobe Premiere thing, and then save that as a video, and why don't you just copy and paste it?
Well, it's too late. We're not doing it. It's not happening. Sorry to poop your pants. Sorry to blow your bubble, but it's not happening.
Oh man, really blowed my
I don't
bubble.
want that to be the priority, because there's other stuff I want done, and I don't want that to be like the main thing. So,
Pretty fun
rest-
being on the
rest in
Sure,
peace,
Dylan.
Looping Fire 2017 to 2017.
in
Alright.
the arms
Of the angels. Alright, we're gonna go, guys. Thanks for watching. If you want to be on it, comment down below. And if you like this, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the future.